Hello again. Okay, here in this video we have a news story here that I'm going to show you. Okay, and what I want to ask you is this. Okay, sex offender roundup, that's right, the name of this video, and that's 106 fugitives. Well, I have nothing against them rounding up sex offenders, you know. There are people out there molesting kids and doing what they're doing by molesting children. Okay, people that are on the registry that maybe didn't register, they're going to do repeat again or what have you. I have nothing against that, okay? So see, for them to put this story up, this is what U.S. Marshals teamed up in Colorado with the local authorities to go on a roundup. That's right, go after sex offenders. I can agree with that. I have nothing against that. This happened in Colorado. Okay, but what I do have something against, well, let me show you something first. I'm going to show you the story itself. I'm going to put the link to the morgue next to this video, to this actual story in case you want to read the whole story. Okay, and then I'm going to show you something else so you know what I'm talking about. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, now you've seen that. Okay, that's what's going on out in Colorado. Now, I have nothing against that, as I said. What I have a problem with is what I'm about to show you now. So, watch this. Okay, what we have here is we have the George Bush family. That's right. Mr. Sr., George Bush Sr., when he was in office as president. That's right, having children to the White House, prostitution rings, sex with kids, sex with children. Okay? Now tell me what's wrong with that. So because you're the President of the United States, that gives you permission to be above the law and have sex with children? Is that what we're saying here, people? Because if that's not what we're saying, then why did this happen and why wasn't he prosecuted? Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Don't tell me this is old. Oh, because this happened years ago, this is okay, it's justified. No, it's not justified. Don't tell me because, well, they're the president. Okay, I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you're the king, the queen, the fucking pope, a fucking governor. I don't care who the fuck you are. You're going to make laws that's going to apply to people. You're going to uphold the laws by obeying the very same laws yourselves. If you cannot obey the very same laws yourselves, then you have no right making it a law. There is nobody above a law. I don't give a shit if you're the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the president, the king, the pope. I don't care who you are. You're not above the law. Now, you've got a situation going on here where they're all worried about rounding up sex offenders. That's right. And we're going to chase after these sex offenders. But why aren't they doing their job? Why ain't George Bush Sr. behind bars right now? Why ain't the people he's doing this with, why didn't them kids come forward? Oh, that's right, probably because they were snuffed out, killed, taken out of picture, ain't that right? You know, we have hundreds of thousands of kids that come up missing every single year in this country. And a majority of them, a big majority of them, are never heard from or seen again. Okay? No bodies found, no nothing, just vanished right off the face of this earth. Then years later, we found out that they find a body of the person who kid was missing in another country. where they were abducted and taken to another country. These kids that come up missing, that nobody ever found anything to do with, two things that's happened to them, and you have your government to blame. That's no lie. Not in all cases, because we do have perverts out there, okay, that have done their fair share as well. But minus the civilian perverts, here's what the government's responsible for. Taking your kids, like what you've seen in the Bush report here, and into the White House and having sex with them. Getting by with it, because they're president, because they're congressmen, because what have you. They can have sex with children. But if you have sex with children, you're in prison. But they can and they're not. So you've allowed them to be above the law when they're not. They belong behind bars. The children that are missing, percentage of them are taken by our government, used for just what this report shows, for sex. Shipped overseas because guess what? Say selling drugs, marijuana, once you bought it and smoked it, it's gone. But when it comes to a little kid, you can sell their little butt, the little privates, over and over and over again until they grow up. That's right. So for several years, you get to sell the same product over and over and over again. So they've lined their pockets. Your government has. By shipping these kids overseas into child porn rings. Then if the public finds out anything or becomes too suspicious, then they backstab the people. The government backstabs the people that are working with them and takes them down, saying, oh, child pornography ring, we have to stop, we have to this, to keep their own ass covered. And then they move right on and do it again. And other kids that are taken have been taken for experimental use as guinea pigs in a laboratory and then killed. And then you have the Satan worshippers, the Bohemian Grove, in our politicians, our corrupt evil government, who take the kids for blood sacrifice. That's right, virgin, pure, innocent, child. Kill them. Blood sacrifice. Sick people. You don't think it ain't going on? It is going on. It's been going on. You need to stop and think about what we're doing here. But I want you to also think about this. How is it that we can worry so much about rounding up sex offenders, but allow people at the top that are doing it to your children to get by with it? Think about it. To the next video, you have a good